Can I have a go?
A little bit more. I'd say about that.
You
say about that?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a go? Because it's more than that, I'm afraid.
Oh, Harley knows.
Keep going. That is about how much sugar you, Mr. Harley, are eating in one day.
Oh my God. 150 grams of sugar a day? This 3-year-old is being fed by this single parent mother? You know what that is in a week? That's over 2 pounds of sugar. And this isn't child neglect? Carry that out over a year. That's over 100 pounds of sugar this 3-year-old is eating. That's more damn sugar than the child weighs. Is this child neglect? Is this child abuse? Or is it just another Western culture, single parent motherhood, and everything is acceptable because you're pedestalized? This is a BBC documentary out of the UK. While you're watching this video, I'm going to give you my take at the end of the video. While you're watching this, what if this was a man who had limited custody of his child, was in a custody battle with his wife, and the ex-wife attorney brought this diet regime up to the judge? What do you think would be the fate of that man's custody? Remember to subscribe to the channel, knock that notification bell, and here we go.
Each week he eats around 2 portions of doner meat, 8 pieces of fried chicken, 4 portions of chips, 2 frozen pizzas, and 20 frozen nuggets.
Ah, smiley faces.
Worst of all, he'll guzzle 24 glasses of fizzy drink. Every 7 days, he's basically eating 2 half-kilo packets of sugar. In Runcorn, home-cooked meals are nowhere to be seen. The less time 19-year-old Taylor spends cooking for Harley, the more time she can spend being a teenager.
How are you getting on with it? What's he eating now instead of his dippers and smileys?
He's still eating them, but he's just like not having all the crap in between. That was his favourite word.
Cake. Yeah, it's like every time we used to take him out and that, he'd be the first one wanting to ask for a McDonald's.
Can we go Mackey's?
And I was like, oh.
To celebrate, we should go out and just get smashed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Same old places, same old faces.
Teen mum Taylor had Harley when she was just 15. Sister Tiana followed 2 years later, and she combines being a single mum with studying part-time.
Be careful, you.
Taylor is frazzled, and Harley is becoming more of a handful every day.
Stop it. I said no. Recently I've noticed that Harley is more hyperactive than he has been. It's probably due to the foods that he's eating.
And there's one big reason. He's eating what his mum eats.
Yeah. Can I have a small doner meat with chips, with cheese and mayonnaise, please?
I always have fast food. It's just quicker, easier. Someone's made it for you. You don't have to stand around waiting for it to cook. And it tastes nice.
Is there not a bottle of Coke? I usually order a kebab every night. Sometimes it's not always a kebab, it's like KFC or something else, but mainly it's kebabs. I can see the chocolate. Oh, burgers. Should we go get some pizza? Do you want pepperoni or cheese? Chicken.
I got one of them pears. I like pears.
You've never tasted a pear? Veg, Taylor?
Diet really does need to change now, because otherwise he will think it's the norm to eat what Taylor's giving him. It's just not healthy.
Taylor should know more than most what her diet could be doing to Harley. Last year, she suffered a heart attack.
They couldn't find any known explanation for it. They said the only thing they can put it down to was all the stress of pregnancy. I wouldn't ever, ever want to go through that ever again. It was the worst 4 days of my life.
I think even the doctors and everyone was shocked with her age, with her being so young. You just don't expect it to happen.
Taylor has been told to change her diet to avoid any more stress to her heart.
If I carry on eating the way I am, probably won't be here in 10 years' time.
Obviously, I think we have arguments because I am concerned about Taylor. If she carries on, it could lead to another heart attack. That could leave her children without a mum, basically.
One in 5 children in the UK are now overweight by the age of 5.
A junk food generation is a ticking time bomb for a really worrying amount of problems. I'm seeing a lot of overweight and obese children at the moment. I see tooth decay, constipation, rickets even from lack of vitamin D. These are all caused by an unbalanced diet.
It's a tragedy that Mandy hopes can be avoided if Taylor takes action right now.
Hi, Taylor. I'm Hayley, the dietitian.
Hello. Come in.
Hi, I've come to see you.
After talking to her mum, Taylor agrees to see community dietitian Hayley Cooter, who specialises in paediatric nutrition.
Can you see that number? That shows you what a big boy you are. According to this BMI, it is above average, and we're going to need to watch his food intake.
Yeah.
Really. These takeaways is Harley having as well?
Everything I've got, he wants.
Okay. And if you say you can't have it?
I don't think I've ever said he can't, I'll just give it him.
Okay. Do you think he copies you?
Yeah.
Hayley is most concerned about the enormous amount of sugary cola that Harley is consuming.
We'll have it all.
From this bowl of sugar, you might be able to measure out how much you think would
In a
be
day?
in his daily diet. Yeah?
Is this a day?
This is in one day.
Oh, do you want me to keep
Keep going.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. That's 500 grams, Taylor, in one day.
Taylor is having 10 times the recommended daily amount for a grown woman.
Can you maybe explain for me why you think you eat like this?
It's probably through laziness.
So she has no idea that the sugar, the fat, the saturated fats, the salt that she's putting in her body is having any effect whatsoever on her health.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up part 1 right here. Little food for thought, no pun intended. The teenage mom said she was lazy. She hasn't cooked a meal for her son in 3 years. Gives her more time to go to the pub and the bar. Now, in Western cultures, what do we call fathers like that? That's right, deadbeats. Also, too, there is no mention of the father or fathers of these 2 children. In the entire documentary, he's non-existent. They don't even bring up the word father. Also, her, the teenage girl, where's her father? Again, no mention of it at all. There was a time in America, unwed teenage pregnancies, these women were shamed. Does that need to come back? Or do more and more women who want to become single-parent mothers just feel like they're entitled? They believe they're entitled to parts of the paycheck, the wallet, the purses of the hard-working men and women to pay for their lifestyle, aka welfare. If we stopped welfare money for these single-parent mothers, would that stop this chaos? Leave me a comment or two down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Knock that notification bell. Give me a big fat thumbs up. And until next time, I am Rayce Bannon, and I'm out.